Hi, in celebration of celebrating. Okay, so how do I find successes in my business? Or how do okay. Start by surrounding yourself in pink. It works every time. Or whatever your favorite color is. But seriously, um, belief and trust. And like I said before, life is meant to have fun. And you've got to develop your ability to trust and believe in the process of life and trust your intuition. Trust that when your intuition guides you to something, that it's the right thing. Trust me, I have been taking self-help classes and listening to tapes every day of my life in the car, classes, workshops, just nonstop because I'm just determined to be all I can be. Why, you ask? Why do I do my business? What is the purpose for my business? Why, for me, is to inspire, to add joy, any way that my art can lift and inspire and add positive energy to the world in any way. That's my whole soul's purpose. And as far as teaching is concerned, my goal for teaching is for each individual to discover their own unique self, for them to fall in love with their own unique expression. And so one example of, I guess you'd call it a failure, is when the world stopped buying the art I was doing. And it ended up being the best thing ever because I ended up shifting to going back to teaching. And teaching just opened up a whole other world. And I got to do the art that I wanted to do on the side, which also sold very well and ended up opening a whole new world. That leads me to one of the most predominant things that I've learned in life recently. I look back at every single, I always say failure, because every business that ended, every direction I put my heart and soul and time and energy and money, and it seemed like it was going so well, and then it misdirected or ended because of the world or because of this or that or whatever reason. And at the time, it was so devastating. Each one of these ends of these powerful businesses that I started with all this energy. When I look back on them, my art was pushed to go to a different level each time. Each time, I pushed to take it into another direction. And now I look back and go, my gosh, it was just such a blessing. If that hadn't failed, I wouldn't be doing this art. If that hadn't failed, I wouldn't have developed to that stage, to that stage, to that stage. And it's just the greatest blessing if you can look at life in terms of every single failure or letdown or disappointment or misdirection or sickness or whatever that happens will in the end direct you exactly where your life's supposed to be and be so much better for it. And that is it's like the biggest lesson I've learned. So, what are successful tips that I do every day? Well, I try to remember that life is really supposed to be fun. So, I really try to shift everything I do to make it fun for me, whatever it is. I really, really try to do that, and I do succeed at that. I start every day with visualizing for 5 to 10 minutes. I've started the visualization process by making a list of a whole pages about exactly how I want my life to be. And then I visualize that for 5 or 10 minutes. And the key with visualization is to feel when you're picturing that and you're feeling it. It's like to start the day out with 5 minutes, getting all excited and feeling good and like picturing the stuff and like rocking and laughing and smiling and just feeling good about how you want your life to be. So what do I do to rejuvenate? So when something doesn't happen the way I thought it was supposed to, or should, or could, or would, I go for a fast walk. You know, fast walking kind where you know, your arms, where you look like an idiot. No, I mean, people do this these days. You don't look like an idiot anymore. You just look like physical. It's good. So fast walk in my neighborhood, and I just let words go in my head, and I usually come up with 3 or 4 words, you know, like spiritual, happy artist, inspirational artist, you know, and just words that fit the day, that make me feel good and lift me to a place. And sure enough, ideas for business or a different perspective or something just starts floating because of the action and the walking and the relaxing. There's a relaxation that happens in that action, in that fast walking and saying words. You just get into these positive words. It really comes down to one thing, or not one thing, but a huge thing is you listen to all this advice, people who become millionaires and their process and their steps, and it's really helpful to hear what they say and everything they've gone through and what worked for them. In the end, you have to find your own solution, your own answers, follow your own intuition and say, wow, what he did really feels exciting. I think I'm going to pick that one part and pick that part and that part, and that will be me. And then, you know, ooh, that feels weird. I'm not going to make myself do that. I'm going to do it that way and this way. You know, so you kind of come up with your own recipe or your own formula. But if you just follow somebody else's lead completely, it won't work for you anyway. So you're wasting your time, and it won't be fun, and it won't feel right. It won't feel good. I keep using the word fun because that's my thing, but just follow your intuition. The more you fall in love with yourself, the more you're able to be happy. The more you're happy, the more you're able to love yourself, the more you're able to love others, and then you love others and you can serve others. So that's the process.